Tell us a little bit about your character. Who do you play and how do you approach him?
Well, his name's Jericho, and he's part of the police force, and they're on a routine prisoner transfer, and he's got a lot of things that need fulfilling, sexually. He's kind of a frustrated man on Mars, I suppose, and he's got his background in, he's done all the training, and he's very capable of producing the goods when it comes to physical sort of encounters, and he's got a special way with mechanical objects and locks and different things. So he's very sort of schooled and trained in various areas. But they're on Mars, and there's a lot of women around, and there's not many breeders left, as he likes to call him. So he wants to get his wicked way. Well, I wanted to meet John Carpenter more than anything, and I got sent a script, and he was in Italy, in Turin, and I got a chance to go and meet him. So I was straight on the plane, straight to the hotel, and got a couple of beers out the fridge, went over to see him, and we spent a couple of hours talking, and we sort of became good friends. And he offered me a part in the movie, so it was like, all of a sudden I've met the man I wanted to meet, and as a huge bonus, he's going to put me in the film. So it was a great experience. I don't know. It's hard to put a finger on something, and be specific about a question like that, because no one knows how John's mind works. And I think that's the way. He's very different to a lot of people, and he has a lot of qualities that are very apparent when you meet him. But the way he makes movies is, he has a style that is very much a John Carpenter style, and he does it in the way that he knows, and that's what people love. And I don't think he tries to sort of analyze what he does, and he just does it naturally, and it comes so easy to him, and that's what makes him the legend he is. Yeah, with my particular role, he wanted me to bring some of my own sort of traits, some of my own sort of quirkiness to the role. So that's why we kept him English, and he doesn't want to try and get too specific and try and completely change what your own sort of juices can provide. So he kind of lets you sort of run free with that. So it's good. It doesn't restrict you in any way. It's great. We were shooting, obviously nights for 6 weeks, and you have to kind of adjust to that. The first few days, you sort of trying to get a few minutes sleep in the chair, and and eventually you're on the time change. So when you come to do a day or a night that you haven't got much to do, and then they send you home early, you kind of sit up in your room and you can't sleep. So it's difficult, and the weather's a difficult thing to deal with. You're shooting in rainy situations, and there's dust, and it's in a gypsum mine, and they're having to spray everything red, and it's difficult to kind of relax in situations like that. But what makes it easy is the cast, and John, and everyone having a good time, and everybody was just a pleasure to be around. And so it makes it a memorable time. 6 weeks in the production back garden, and we had put all the mats out, and we trained with weapons and different things. And I don't think you can ever be over prepared for something like an action film. So everybody was there every day, doing as much as we could, and you learn to fight with guns. It's difficult because when you're fighting, normally you used to throw punches, and all of a sudden you've got a gun in your hand, so you have to bang with the. So things like that, you have to sort of, you have to try and learn as best you can.